Good evening, everyone. Welcome to MBA Karo. So, in today's video, I'm going to discuss the kind of questions which were asked in the language skills section of NMAT. Okay, and I'll tell you what was the breakup of the questions and what kind of questions you can anticipate, and what are the important things that you need to practice. Okay, so before watching this video, so please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel because for any MBA entrance examination, if you want to get the best content, it is available here. So do subscribe to our channel and follow us on all different social media platforms. Now, this is the breakup of the questions that were asked in the LS section of my paper. It can vary from person to person. ठीक है, किसी के उसमें हो सकता है कि they might ask three reading comprehensions. So don't get nervous कि तीन क्यों आ गए. I got two passages. Both were around 400 words. So some people might face three RCs also, and देयर इज अ स्लाइट वेरिएशन अक्रॉस स्लॉट्स. ठीक है, किसी के उसमें दो आरसीज आ सकते हैं, किसी के उसमें तीन आ सकते हैं, दो डीआई सेट्स, तीन डीआई सेट्स, टू पजल्स, वन पजल, एक्सेट्रा. Okay, then there were four questions on parajumbles. There were two questions of four sentences and two questions of five sentences. Okay, and then this is the major chunk: error spotting, fill in the blanks, and analogy based questions. Okay, analogy is mostly vocab. So for this, of course, you need to prepare for a longer duration of time. Okay, because uh, like you cannot build vocab instantly, right? But you can focus on other things. So error spotting, prepositions, and fill in the blanks, these were like grammar based, and one could have scored good on these without spending much of time on these questions. Okay, so to assist uh, these MBA aspirants, we have launched a grammar ebook, okay, which contains 160 plus rules. So today evening, one student messaged me. He said that he took this book just 2 days back and he got 233 in NMAT. Okay, language he scored 81. He said that the grammar book was helpful. He could score some extra marks with the help of the rules that he studied from the book. So if you wish to purchase this book, you can check it out, and it will be helpful for NMAT, SNAP, ZAT, CMAT, etc. All right, so let's come to the point and let's solve the questions. So please don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. Let's start with error detection. Now you will find a lot of questions from error detection. Okay, in my paper there were 8. बाकी लोगों से भी जिससे discussion हुआ 6, 7, at least 6, 7 questions on error detection. Okay, and it is very important because it does not take much time to solve these questions. ठीक है, आरसीज में आपको पढ़ना पड़ेगा, समझना पड़ेगा, फिर आंसर करेंगे. These are easy pickings in the examination. I don't understand why, despite of my best efforts to please him, my boss is angry with me. So the pattern of questions in NMAT is you will have a sentence given and four words would be underlined. Four words or phrases would be underlined, and you have to choose which one of them is correct, which of them is incorrect. Okay. So yeah, as you're right, the right preposition here is either you use despite or you say in spite of. Okay, so either you use in spite of or you use despite. You do not use despite of. So this has the error. Okay, या तो आप in spite of बोलते हो या despite of बोलते हो. So this was one of the thing which was tested in the examination. Okay, and even in our classes we emphasize that read these things properly, prepositions and all. Okay, we have a video also on our channel on prepositions. Please do watch it. And we created those rules also around all these things. My grandfather, who turned 90 last month, is older than anybody in the village. So, of course, modern maths remains same, right? It does not mean that it is current affairs that will change every year. So, if you cover modern math from previous videos also, it is fine. मॉडर्न मैथ का मतलब ये थोड़ी कि मॉडर्न हो जाएगी हर साल नहीं आ जाएगी इट इज कांस्टेंट सो व्हाट इज द एरर हियर कैन एनीवन स्पॉट द एरर आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड नहीं previous sentence so my grandfather who turned 90 last month is older than anybody in the village okay so no one able to guess see the answer here is anybody के साथ else भी आना चाहिए ठीक है like that is complete okay so it should be older than anybody else in the village. So you have to compare with someone, right? So it should be older than anybody else in the village. If you look at Aman, Vishal, and me, you will see that I am shortest of the group. Yes, you should not trust anyone blindly, but yes, you can trust me. Okay, I have proofs to show. Yeah, I am the only person in the industry, or very few people among the very few people in the industry who appear on these exams rather than just giving random ज्ञान ठीक है आपको बहुत सारे यूट्यूबर्स मिल जाएंगे जो आपको कुछ भी ज्ञान दे देते हैं इसमें ये कर लो वो कर लो आई माई सेल्फ अपियर ऑन द एग्जाम राइट सो एटलीस्ट यू कैन ट्रस्ट मी ठीक है कोई व्यक्ति अगर 4,000 रुपये खर्च करता है फॉर्म भरने में ट्रैवल करने में सिटी से 50 किलोमीटर दूर सेंटर भरता है ताकि पहले दिन पेपर दे के आए सो you should trust that person okay not someone who just randomly gives any gyan on YouTube. If you look at Aman, Vishal, and me, you will see I am shortest of the group. Okay. Now see this. Whenever you use superlative, right? You know what is superlative? Comparative adjective होता है जिनमें er लगता है. Okay. Taller, shorter, faster, anything. Superlative are the ones in which you use est. जैसे ये है. इसके साथ हमेशा द आता है इससे पहले द आना चाहिए so it should be I am the shortest okay so this was one of the things that was tested okay so like whenever you use ये पूछा गया था I mean not the exact sentence of course the sentence is different but a sentence was asked where the was missing so always remember whenever you have a superlative word like est the most successful I am the shortest he is the fastest okay so we always use the with superlative forms of adjectives. So mock tests have solutions for all the questions. Okay, so you found that grammar book amazing. Yes, it was like it required great effort to go topic wise. So for topic wise, we have created rules of 160 plus rules and with examples also. So if you cover that, definitely you will be well off. uh, like आपको rules बताऊंगी कहाँ का errors होते हैं, most common errors, and that will definitely improve your performance in different exams. In his art class, Gyanit learned how to paint, photograph moving objects, and molding sculptures. See parallelism. Yeah, so there is an error of parallelism, but answer is not C. This is a tricky question. See, uh, this error is called parallelism. अगर आपको parallelism ना भी पता हो, that does not matter. ठीक है? So the thing is, you should know कि like parallelism होता क्या है? If you are using a sentence, verbs should be of same type. जैसे Gyanit, what did he do? He learned how to paint. So he's learning what are the learnings? Paint, photograph, and he should learn. It should be instead of molding, it should be mold. Okay, so since like US English में, British English में MOULD हो जाएगा. ठीक है, because of the software वो auto correct कर देता है MOULD को. The error is here. It should not be ing. See, if you are using ing in one word verb, ठीक है, तो जो second verb है उसमें भी ing आना चाहिए. Third है उसमें भी ing आना चाहिए. Similarly, here he is saying how to paint, how to photograph. See, moving subjects is not the verb here. Okay? Verb is photograph. Photograph means to click photo. Okay. Paint, photograph and mold sculptures. So अगर कहीं पे ing आ रहा है तो सब में ing आना चाहिए. If you are using present tense, then all should have present tense. If you are using some past, you should have all of them past tense. If you are using perfect tense, you should have all perfect. So that way, so paint, photograph, and mold sculptures. So answer is option D. Right? हाँ, so already known basic info तो कोई भी दे देता है ना. Already known info कोई भी दे देता है. लाखों सब्सक्राइबर्स वाले चैनल बना देते हैं कि लोग उन्हें दीदी, कोई किसी को दीदी बोलता है, किसी को भैया बोलता है, पॉपुलर बन जाते हैं, कोई राजा बन जाता है. ये तो जेनरिक इन्फॉर्मेशन दे रहे हैं, राइट? अनलेस यू सिट in the examination to see the paper, you do not understand what actually it is. एनमेट में फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स आते हैं, कह देने से नहीं होता. किस तरह के फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स आते हैं? ठीक है, लाइक इफ इट इज एनी सेक्शन, ठीक है, सो डिफिकल्ट आता है तो किस तरह से डिफिकल्ट होता है. इनपुट आउटपुट आता है तो किस तरह का लॉजिक पूछा जाता है. दैट इज वंस यू रिसर्च ऑन दोज एग्जाम्स, एंड देयर आर हार्डली फ्यू पीपल हु विल डू रिसर्च ऑन द एग्जाम्स. प्लीज डू राइट द एग्जाम, डू नॉट पोस्टपोन इट. ठीक है, खाली मतलब खाली खर्चा करोगे जबरदस्ती का. Do write it, because what you score in the official mock, more or less you will score around that, unless बहुत खराब पेपर चला जाए, but usually उस रेंज में आ जाता है स्कोर. Mathematics is definitely the most thorough studied subject all year, but Seema is still worried that she could pass its test. So here, see what is thorough doing here, most thorough, and here it is a verb. Okay, study is a verb. So verb को क्या define करता है? Adverb. So it should be thoroughly studied. Okay. So most thoroughly studied subject all year. So that is the error here. So it should be most thoroughly studied because when you are using a verb studied, तो उसके साथ adverb आएगा. It should be thoroughly. Thorough is incorrect here. So there was one error which I remember was on adverb as well. Okay, incorrect adverb would be given. You have to correct it to the right one. Difficulty level between Snap and NMAT. See, NMAT I would rate is more lengthy and difficult. Snap is a speed-based game. Right? You can imagine like 60 questions करने हैं आपको 60 minutes में. NMAT में आपको कितने होते हैं? 108 in 120 minutes. So Snap में थोड़ा speed ज़्यादा चाहिए. Second thing, Snap will have some random questions also. Like random in the sense कि uh, like a lot of knowledge based topics. We will conduct sessions on Snap as well. Right? जैसे they will ask you कि correct spelling कौन सी इनमें से किस word की है. They might ask you that which of these is English word, like British English or American English, or it could have in numbers also. It will have some random puzzles in reasoning. So it has a very random pattern. It does not have group questions. ठीक है जैसे इसमें आपके group questions भी आते हैं तो that is a difference. Yes, you can clear the exam, right? Do not worry about it. Okay, so just I told you certain things on the day before the exam. I created a video. Do not panic during the exam. The panel of scientists was fascinated by the rare species of tree frog, which was capable of producing toxins to even kill a human. Now, this is an interesting one. See, many people might say कि यहाँ पे वर आना चाहिए. लोग कहेंगे ये वर fascinated. But it is not about one scientist. ठीक है? See, it says the panel of scientists. Some people think कि scientist के साथ वर आना चाहिए, but it is a specific panel. So whenever you work as a group, okay, you are counted as singular. Okay? So this is one panel. The panel was fascinated, so it is correct. There is no error in this sentence. Okay, so subject-verb agreement-based errors are frequently tested. Now, when we work as a panel, as a team, as a group, okay, so we always use like अब आप कहते हो ना if Indian team wins next match, we will go to the final. Okay, we do not say the that Indian teams we do not use it as a plural. Okay, we use as a singular. So whenever you have, it is a panel. So panel is basically a team. So it is counted as singular only. So was is correct. Okay, so these are some of the rules that we have described in our book. Okay, so that would help you in your understanding of grammar. Okay, here's the next one. One of my friend is an accomplished artist who recently held a solo exhibition at the local gallery. And please don't forget to like this video. So many of you are watching, but only few of you have liked this. One of my friend is an accomplished artist who recently held a solo exhibition at the local gallery. Which part has the error? सो एनमेट में इसी तरह के एरर स्पॉटिंग आएंगे. ठीक है, एक सेंटेंस दिया होगा, चार वर्ड्स या phrases underline किए होंगे, you have to tell which part has the error in this. अच्छा, one thing keep in mind is whenever you have one of dash, it always is expressed as a plural word. Okay, so it should be one of my friends. So whenever you say one of the students, because it is one out of something, you have multiple friends and this is one friend out of those friends. So whenever you have any kind of structure like one of the students, one of the teachers, okay, one of the players, so you always use a plural here. Okay, so always remember this. This was again tested in the examination, ऐसे ही कुछ आया था, one of the students कुछ था, ठीक है, so कुछ कुछ दिया हुआ था, so it should be a plural word here. So again, an important rule to know. Okay, let's see how many of you can get this one. The twins are so similar in their taste and preferences that even the music one chooses is same. Safe score, yes, safe score can't say, but 235 plus is definitely considered as a safe one. It's instead of there. See, what is the subject here? These are twins. ठीक है? Twins mean there are two people. Twins are so similar. So in there तो सही है. Because दो लोग हैं ना. So there it's नहीं आएगा. There is correct. Their taste and preferences that even the music one chooses is same. So since there are two people, it will not be one chooses. It should be they choose. See, one chooses will happen when there is individual person. We are talking about two people. Like the twins are so similar in their taste, so there is fine because we are talking about twins. They are two people. Okay. And preferences that even this is anyway fine. The music they choose is same. Okay, so the error is in part D. I hope you are enjoying this session. So please don't forget to like this session and share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel as well. Now, this is another important topic, which is prepositions. Okay, for prepositions, we created one video as well, so please do watch that. So prepositions का इस तरह का आता है. They will give you three sentences, one blank in each of the sentences, and they will give you six prepositions. And this is the easiest type in the answer in the paper. The reason is तीन में से कोई तो आपको आता होगा, right? At least one or two you will be able to make. So combination, you have to choose which works the best. Okay, so if you have the exam tomorrow, all the best for it. Hope uh, if you watch the errors, maybe something might be helpful to you for the examination. इनपुट आउटपुट कहीं भी आ सकता है, नॉट नेसेसरी लास्ट में, बीच में भी आ सकता है. Okay, there are certain rules you need to see what is the pattern and do this. So she dived dash the swimming pool. Okay. So dive, you dive into something. Swimming pool में अंदर जाते हो ना. So very likely that it is in or into. ठीक है, dive in. It is more likely into. So into सही बैठ रहा है. Now let us see others. The boat sailed in the lighthouse, onto the lighthouse, across the lighthouse, okay, past the lighthouse. See, lighthouse is like there is some lighthouse here. Okay, so let us say this is lighthouse here. So if this is a lighthouse, the boat will not sail into it, onto it, across, past. Past means something like you, if you pass something, like मतलब यहाँ से ship आया और यहाँ चला गया, so that means it is past. Okay, now ed f, let's see, the treasure is buried beneath the sand. Yes, that makes sense here. So the answer is ed f. Yeah, mostly prepositions 100% accuracy आ जाती है क्योंकि there are three blanks. अगर आपको तीनों नहीं भी होते तो एटलीस्ट दो तो आते हैं. ओके, एंड ट्रस्ट मी, इट इज एन इजी पिकिंग इन द एग्जामिनेशन. अब बहुत ही खराब इंग्लिश है वो बात अलग है, बट इफ योर इंग्लिश इज एवरेज, these are the questions that you should not miss. You should consider my official mocks. Official mock is just to test that how do you stand. So yes, ideally you would be scoring somewhere in this range. Across means from one end to another end. ठीक है, so one side to another side. तो अगर आप यहाँ से ऐसे जाते हो, इस जगह से इस तरह, like so that is called across, from one side to another side. Past means जैसे आप जा रहे हो यहाँ पे एक कोई स्टेशन पड़ गया बीच में. Okay, so this is past. Like if there is some let's say bank या कुछ है, यू वेंट पास द बैंक. अक्रॉस मीन्स एक साइड से आप बैंक के एक गेट से अंदर घुसे, दूसरे साइड से बाहर निकल. दैट इज द डिफरेंस. द बर्ड फ्लू फ्रॉम द नेस्ट. ठीक है, ओवर, अवे, अक्रॉस, नियर. सो अवे फिट्स, अवे लग रहा है फिटिंग वाला. ठीक है, देन लेट्स सी, द डिलीवरी बॉय फ्रॉम स्विगी स्टूड डैश द एंट्रेंस. ठीक है, ओवर द एंट्रेंस, अवे, अक्रॉस, नियर, फिट्स. बी डी, देख लो बी डी वाला कौन सा, बी डी एफ है और ई है. आफ्टर फिनिशिंग देयर डिनर दे गैदर्ड अंडर द कैंप फायर. नहीं होगा ना, आग के नीचे नहीं होंगे, सो दे विल बी अराउंड द कैंप फायर. सो बी डी ई, दैट फिट्स. ओके, सो prepositions इज द इजीएस्ट पिकिंग इन द एग्जामिनेशन. वर्बल में अगर आपको मतलब ये तो श्योर शॉट ऐसे फ्री के मार्क्स बांटने वाले होते हैं. इन माय पेपर देयर वर 3 क्वेश्चंस, किसी केस में उसमें 4-5 भी आ सकते हैं. ठीक है, एंड दैट इज लाइक फ्रीबी, लाइक यू गेट ऑल ऑफ देम राइट बिकॉज कोई ना कोई कॉम्बिनेशन तो मैच कर ही जाएगा. इवन इफ यू डू नॉट नो ऑल द 3, you would be able to get at least. The painting is hanging dash the wall. Okay. And on hearing the fire alarm, she ran dash of the room. कह सकते हैं आपको पेंटिंग वाला on the wall, across the wall, at the wall confusion हो. Yeah, she ran dash of the room. It is clearly out. Second वाला तो F ही होगा. Ran out of the room very easy. Okay, so you can at least eliminate some of the options. You can eliminate two of the options. He threw the letter dash the fire. Okay, so let us see what does the option say. Into the fire, on the fire. Okay, so uh, first वाले के लिए क्या दे रहा था? Painting is standing across the wall, up the wall, okay, on the wall. On makes more sense, right? Painting is hanging on the wall, then it is out of the room and into the fire. So B, F, A is what is the right combination. Okay, so might be it might take some time. ऐसा हो सकता है आपको एकदम से स्ट्राइक ना हो सारे, बट थोड़ा सा अगर एफर्ट डालोगे, थोड़ा सेंटेंसेस देखोगे, विल बी एबल टू get those key like which are the right prepositions and which blank. 14 10 days देखो अगर काफी कम है like 200 I don't know which measure that you are using. अगर ऑफिशियल मार्क से बात कर रहे हो तो यस इफ यू आर गेटिंग अराउंड 225 230 240 is possible to go to. I created a video like on the last day examination day tips. So do watch that because in that I did talk about certain things that you need to keep in mind. So strategically थोड़ा सा improve किया जा सकता है. So I would say yes, it is possible to up your score by 10 15 marks easily. So what will be the right? Having been selected to represent the organization at the international convention, the members congratulated him, the members applauded him. He gave a short acceptance speech. Member congratulates him. A speech had to be given by him. This is what fits, right? So the person got selected for this and he gave a short acceptance speech because it is about the person. So that is the fitting one here. So this was present in the official mock. ठीक है मेरे official mock में था, so I picked these questions from there. It is not different from last year. Like देखो टॉपिक तो वही रहता है ना, permutation combination probability. ऐसा कोई difference नहीं है. Similar types. This time I found fewer questions on permutation combination as compared to last year, but it can vary from person to person. See, it is about the person, right? So from the person's point of view, you will have to answer it. Okay, it talks about the person got appointed. Okay, so it says having been appointed, so that means he should be the person who is doing the action. Okay, so instead of people congratulating him, it should be some activity that the person should be doing, and hence the option. Though car seat belts replaced harnesses worn by car drivers. The three-point seat belt came popular only in 1958 after the public dashed the idea of safety belts. Right? Now, this is a phrase that you need to put on. Yeah. Subsequently, maybe caught light of, caught up with, caught sight of, caught onto, caught upon might be tricky. Okay. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि even if you study the phrases, there are quite tricky ones. Okay. Subsequently, the sales of the seat belts dash because since 1966 it has become mandatory to wear car seat belts in America. Now it has become mandatory to wear seat belts, right? So mandatory है तो क्या होगा? The sale will increase. Okay, so if you have, let's say, if I say that like it becomes mandatory to wear helmets, so sales will increase, right? So sale will increase. Now something boomerang, stop, stabilized, skyrocketed. That makes sense, isn't it? So nosedive means to go down, stabilize means remain same, stop means uh, like to stop. Boomerang, it is reverse. Okay, so skyrocket it is the right one. So this is the phrase that will fit in the first blank, and this is the second blank. Then paragraphs you might get four sentence and five sentence ones. Okay, so this is a four sentence paragraph. Arrange these sentences in a proper sequence. Paraexamples again time consuming थोड़ा हो सकता है but high chance of getting it right because of the options. Five options मिलते हैं. ठीक है, unlike in cat where it is type in answer. Not good with English grammar. When is your exam? I mean, uh, we have this book. You can refer to that. It has rules, so definitely it will help you. Like if you go through those rules and all, you will definitely be able to improve with some aspects of grammar and may be able to do well because error spotting के काफी question है. Fill in the blanks and others also. You need to work on that. Okay, RCs time consuming हो जाएगा. Parajumpers high chances of getting right. So whenever you say lastly means वैसे ही last में आना चाहिए. ठीक है, like if you are giving some pointers, this should be the last point if you are giving certain pointers. Okay. Then you see when you are speaking, do not forget to read the listener's face to see what they are thinking. Ask yourself if what you are saying is too much for him or her to grasp as a chunk. If that is the case, try to involve him or her in the conversation actively by eliciting responses to your words. So if you see this, which looks as the starting sentence. Sentence B looks like the starting sentence. It talks about when you're speaking, don't forget to read the listener's face. Okay. Then B is the starting, so you can say कि ये option तो नहीं होंगे answer. If that is the case, what is the case? If that is the case, like if you see B के बाद D लगाते हो, if that is the case किस चीज को define कर रहा है? Not defining anything. If you see B and C के बाद D लगाते हो, so say C says ask yourself what are you saying is too much for him for her to grasp as a fact. So too much for that person to grasp. So that is the case refers to this thing. Okay. So B, C, D. So when you are speaking, you have to understand the listener's face. You have to keep in mind that how is the listener behaving to you and what they might be thinking. Then you should ask yourself if whatever you speak is too much for that person to grasp. So if that is the scenario, then you have to involve that person in conversation lastly, that means the last advice that a person is giving. So B, C, D, A is the right order. So arrange these sentences in a proper sequence. So this is a tricky one. ठीक है, so let's see कि इसमें क्या होना चाहिए. See, first sentence, like if you see the options, two options for the opening sentence, E or B. B says the overall aim of the poll. Yeah, which poll? And if you see E as the opening sentence, according to a poll conducted by an online booking site. So this gives the intro that there was a poll which was conducted. So you can eliminate these two options. Okay. Now, majority of respondents from Thailand admitted that just the thought of traveling without their small gadgets caused them to break out in a cold sweat. Okay. Now let us find out that what could be the next sentence in the sequence. Now, if you see this, Korea was in second place. Okay, Japan in third, Indian, Argentinian, and Spanish. So Korea was in second place. First place might be Thailand because it is saying overwhelming majority starts with Thailand. Right? So very likely that Thailand was first. Okay, now let us see the second peto, but there is no sentence EC. Okay, now let us try to connect certain things. We have D, A or B after E. Okay, so if you put ED, the survey also attempted to find out. Now whenever you see this thing also attempted, also comes that wherein already something else been described. So if I say the survey also attempted, that means something it did before and this is the second thing, second objective. Also attempted का मतलब है इसका second objective होना चाहिए. But if you see sentence B, it gives the overall aim of the poll. So this is the first objective. तो ये पहले आना चाहिए. So whenever you use the word also, the person also visited some place. So that means the person already visited some place. When it says the survey also attempted, that means there is some other objective also, which is mentioned in sentence B. तो पहले B आना चाहिए, D बाद में आना चाहिए. So this is wrong. Okay. This is also wrong because D is coming first, B is coming later. Okay, so D should come later. Now let us see this thing. E के बाद हमने कहा कि this is the poll that was conducted. What was the aim of the poll? The aim of the poll was to study this. Then C sentence says Korea was in the second place. Thailand, of course, it is first. Then the poll was this objective. Second is, then it says Korea was in the second place, Japan in third. Then these countries were least bothered. Then it says that 27% Canadians polled, 35% of Americans polled. Okay, and the survey also attempted to find out if travelers ever embellish their travel experiences to friends and family. So this is the right order of the sentences. Okay, so in this way, you can arrange that. Okay, so this was the kind of questions that were tested on NMAT. Right, so as I told you previously, also we have this grammar book which is created that has uh, like 160 plus grammar rules. Okay, and if you wish to buy it, you can buy it from our portal. And if you are preparing for NMAT and SNAP and are looking for a structured course, you can enroll in our course. The link is given in the description of this video. And we have mocks also for NMAT and SNAP, and we have updated them, including although most of the question types were similar, we have updated them based on the kind of questions, creating replica of questions uh, which were tested in the examination. And once again, thanks for watching this video. So please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel and keep watching for more videos on NMAT type questions which were asked in the examination. Okay, so I did one on quant. Today's one was on language. I'll do some create some replica for LR and some more on quant as well. Keep an eye on that. Okay. So thanks for attending this session. Good night, and please don't forget to like this video.